Please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. I'm coming out with tons of videos and you don't want to miss them. Blondie, Heart of Glass. All right, we kick it off with this intro riff, and this is also the verse. It switches up a little bit in the verse, but for the most part, this happens throughout the majority of the song. And it's just this bouncing octave thing that we do in the E position. So 7 on the A with the 9 on the G. And we just go back and forth between those 4 times, keeping the notes real short. Okay, just about like that. Go through it 4 times. Finishing off the first time by 8 on the G and then the 9 on the D. Okay, we go through our 7 to 9. Do that 4 more times. Finish it the second time through by doing a slide up 9G to 11 and then come back to the 9 on the D. Right, and we would just bounce between those 2 different patterns throughout the intro. Once the verse gets going, okay, we kind of do the first section. All right, but then at this point, we just come down and hit a C sharp minor chord for a couple of measures. And then we just wrap it up by doing, our normal intro style with both patterns. Okay, with the verse pattern, you could kick on some really heavy clipped tremolo to try to mimic like the sequencer effect going on. And it's just going between 2 chords. Initially just the E. So you can try to get it right on beat with the clipping and all that. All right, then it does a couple measures of the C sharp minor. Back to the E. And you go through that about 4 times. And then at the end, we kind of do a little octave scale up. It follows the bass pretty much, where we start at the E, so open low E to 2D, 2E, 4D, 3E, 5D, and up to the 4E to 6D. And that'll get us into the A that the chorus starts. For the bridge, just 2 chords here. Initially we'll kick into this A chord. And with this, we kind of pick through it a little bit. Like we kind of make it like into a major shape and then come back to it where we'll hit our open A, 2 on the D and G, come off, hit the 1 on the G, drop down and hit 2 on the B, and we do it again, but instead of 2 on the B, we just make an open B. Come off to just a E chord, 2 measures, and a special note here at the interlude section, we just repeat those 4 measures about 4 times all the way through that section. But for the first bridge here, and how we'll end the interlude, we'll come off to A, the same A pattern that we did. And the finishing time, we come off to F sharp. So just bar chord of the 2 here. All right, and then we'll do our similar scaling up that we did in the previous section, but we'll just drop it down a set. So we're at 2A, 4G, bump it up to 4 and 6, 5 and 7, 6 and 8, and that'll get us back to our E for the next section. Okay, and if you want to mimic the little keyboard synth part during the interlude, okay, you just got a heads up. There's a timing switch that happens in the first couple sections. We'll start up here, and the melody goes. Now we're counting by 7 at this point, and we go 2 to open E to 2B. Hold that. Come down. We go open E. Quickly go 2 open, 2 open, 2 to 4 on the E. Then we go 2 open E, open B, come down, hit the open E, 2 open, 2 open, 2 4. All right, and at this point, we just get right back to the start of it. All right, because we're counting at 7 at this part, and I don't know, they thought it'd be cool to just kind of throw a little timing hitch in there. And after we do that a couple times, we just come off to, bottom part of an E chord, hit the open B and E, hold that for a measure. And at this point, kind of when the vocal starts to come in and join the interlude, it switches back to a 4 count. All right, so it's more like everything stays the same. We just add like a couple notes at the end, basically. So. All right, and at this point where we would just restart it in the previous section, we just add a 2 open on the E, and then get back to the pattern as we know it.